Just two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bears going up against the Packers. The frozen tundra is going to be in full effect here today as we send you up to a snowy Wisconsin. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, there's just something that feels right about a snowy day for football in Wisconsin, and that's what we have here on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. They'll come out in the pistol. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They will run again with Coleman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Coleman now. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Now Hundley. He's got time. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 30. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations. And that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
This is Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
On offense, a guy that you...
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll give you... and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing, Hundley. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 23 yards on the play.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends whether we're wearing a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football. Defend.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Rolling to his right. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Second and just 1. shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Surveying the field. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. He's got Evans. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the I. Here's Coleman. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kevin Coleman with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And oh, he coughed it up. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Crockett Gilmore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing, Hundley. Finding time. He's going to loft one. Deep left, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play. The one that they got on the previous one, they tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very solid gain of 27. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brandon, that play ended so fast it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
He hits White, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Going right side here, and that's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see if from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And Jeffrey's got it. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. And the back goes into motion. He'll look to throw. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Another pistol look here. They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Hundley. It's grabbed over the middle by White. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing Hundley. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Daniels coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Kevin White, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And it's second down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of them, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you...
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Always enjoy a good fake. I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Muscles him off. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On play action, they'll throw. He's got time in the pocket. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Getting back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way.
Looks for Janis, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got time. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. 23 yards on the play. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, They're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And quickly, they get to the line. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Now Hundley. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Out of the gun now on third down. Time for a break. And this is going to be incomplete. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Surveying the field. It's caught. Jeremy Langford. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Jeffrey with a catch left side. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll look to throw now on first down, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game, and boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that ball did not travel 10 yards. It's a penalty. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding time. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although